All right, Eric Pearson is here and CSL Max is here. Are you Stephanie Chartrand?
I am, sir.
All right, let me give you a name. Ms. Chartrand, the title of this case is Eric Pearson versus Stephanie Chartrand. It's filed as a termination of tenancy case. Mr. Pearson is here on his own. He wants you to move.
Yes, sir, and we are okay with that, and we are looking for a place.
All right. Well, let me tell you what your rights are.
Okay.
As a defendant in a landlord-tenant proceeding, including termination of tenancy, you have the following legal rights. You have the right to obtain counsel for representation in this matter. If you cannot afford an attorney, a legal aid attorney may be available to help you. You have a right to a trial by a jury or by the court. That means by the judge alone, which is most of them are. If the action was for non-payment of rent, we would be taking a different course of action. If the plaintiff is agreeable, the Citizens Mediation Service, Inc. may be available as a possible source of case resolution. If both parties are agreeable to mediation, the court can help set that up. If you do reach an agreement with the plaintiff and a consent judgment is entered by the court, you would waive the rights listed above but have the following additional rights. The judgment may not be enforced until 3 business days had passed. You could move to set aside the judgment within those 3 days if you misunderstood what you consented to or what you were waiving. Your motion to set aside the judgment would be set for a further hearing in front of me. However, if I did not find in your favor, the original judgment would stand. So Mr. Pearson is here. He has filed this termination of tenancy. The notice to quit was served back in May. Now you said we. Is somebody else there with you also?
Yeah, my old man Seth, he's actually the head person on the lease, not me.
All right, so and Seth Heath is on the lease.
Seth Coleman. And then we have a daughter together as well that live here in the home.
All right. All right, well, he wants you to move.
Yes, and we are okay with that.
All right.
Can I explain what led to this situation so it don't continue to happen?
Oh, yeah, yes, but you're going to get some additional time. The law requires that I continue this for a hearing, so I'm going to continue this to August 4th at 2:40. And even then, you would get 10 additional days from that day to move, or you would be subject to being evicted. So that would give you until August 14th. The lease is in the name of Seth Coleman and Stephanie Chartrand. So is Mr. Coleman there now, or is he gone?
Yes.
All right. So, all right. She's on the lease. Is he with you right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'll show that he's also present.
Thank you.
Mr. Pearson, anything to add? You simply want to terminate this tenancy. We're going to continue to August 4th. Now, Ms. Chartrand, if you move by August 4th, you need to turn in the keys and give your forwarding address in writing within 4 days of your moving. If you move by August 4th, you don't even need to come back for the hearing. He's not asking for any money in this hearing. He simply wants you to move. It's called a possession judgment. If you don't move by August 4th, you come back by Zoom like this once again, and we'll discuss it further. But you would get 10 additional days from August 4th to move, or you'd be subject to being evicted.
Okay.
Let me
Don't
repeat.
Sorry.
What? Go ahead.
I was going to ask, we got the 30 days, like, right? That's what that is?
No, you got a notice to quit on March 22nd to move by June 22nd. Now we're here in July, we're going into August. So no, you get 7 days, but I actually have to do 9 because I'm on vacation. So you get till August 14th or you're subject to being evicted. But if you move by August 4th, you don't even need to come back.
Okay. Are you talking about this here?
Yes.
Okay, so I was told by DHHS, because I was trying to get help from them, that he can't use this as an eviction notice because there's not a judge's signature or stamp or anything on here, sir.
You're correct. You're absolutely correct. He hasn't gotten that far yet. He's asking me to do it, and I won't do it. The earliest I would do was August 14th. So that's not a court order. That's just a notice that he wants you to move. And DHS keeps telling people they need an actual judgment, but he's not asking you to pay the rent. He's asking you to move out.
For sure. For sure.
All right. So are you with me? I will see you on August 4th at 2:40, unless you move out before then.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Pearson, anything to add?
Nothing. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. I'll see you all on August 4th unless you move before then. Thank you.
Okay, have a good vacation.
All right, thank you. All right. Good afternoon once again, Mr. Pearson. We've got 2 minutes till showtime here. When we were here last week, she indicated she was okay with moving out. Are they still there?
To the best of my knowledge.
I was asking one of our commercial landlords how long their waiting list was, and it's extensive. And you and some of the other private landlords, do you have a waiting list?
I don't keep a waiting list per se. I basically generate one as I've got apartments coming up. I have 2 apartments coming up, and I've got one that I'm 90% convinced to I'm going to rent it to, and I've got 3 people on the other one. So,
All right, so you've always got people looking for rentals?
yes.
Yeah, that's a issue all over the county, over the state. All right, here is CSL Max.
If you want to take another case ahead of me, Your Honor, go ahead.
No, yours is the last case of the week. So we're right on time, and I believe,
Okay.
hopefully, this is your tenant. It's awfully dark there. Good afternoon, Ms. Chartrand. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Let me get a little light so you can see what's not going on.
There, that's better. I can see you now.
Sorry,
Uh,
Starkey.
You're fine. We return to the matter of Eric Pearson versus Stephanie Chartrand. Also, Seth Coleman was present last week. This
He's
is
present here.
all right, this is a termination of tenancy action. The lease expired in May of 22. It's been month to month since that time. Mr. Pearson is interested in just terminating this tenancy. The notice to quit was served quite some time ago, back in May, and he's asking for possession of the premises back. We were here last week and you indicated that you really didn't have any problem moving, but just like everyone else, you didn't have where to move to. The law says you have 10 days from today to move. Now, I'm going to tell you a couple things that you need to know. 10 days from today is August 14th. On or after that date, Mr. Pearson can ask for the writ of eviction. And that's where the sheriff comes and puts you out. However, he doesn't have to do that. He has 56 days from today to ask for the writ of eviction. He's been trying to get this property back since probably April or earlier. And this is the end of the long, difficult process that landlords have to go through to try to recover property. People would move if they had somewhere to readily move to, but they don't. And in fact, probably nobody would ever move if there wasn't a process like this to compel it. I'm not ordering any money damages at this time. I'm simply ordering possession. You may be liable for money damages after you move if there's damage to the property. When you do move, you need to turn in your keys and give your forwarding address in writing within 4 days of your moving. And that triggers the security deposit statute. He can apply your security deposit to any back rent or other damage. If he elects to seek other money damages, we'll have a hearing and we'll come to court and people will be placed under oath and we'll take evidence. But I'm ordering that he is entitled to have possession of his property back, you and all occupants, after 10 days from today, which is August 14th. You do also have until August 14th to appeal this. So my suggestion is you stay in contact with him. Probably no rent has been paid since April, probably since April or earlier. But he's not asking for money at this point. He's asking for possession. Mr. Pearson, when was rent last paid?
The last time she paid rent was approximately the last couple of weeks of April, and that was paying on rent.
All right. Well, once you file the
was
notice to
15th
quit,
January 15th.
you can't take rent. So May, June, July, August, no rent has been paid. But Ms. Chartrand, have you had any success looking?
I filled applications. I have 2 gentlemen I've been talking to about places, but still no luck on finding a place. We are still continuing
All
to
right.
pack, and we are going to look for a place for sure.
All right, the clock is ticking. It's 11:59, coming up on midnight. You have 10 days from today to move or you're subject to being evicted. I will send you that notice in the mail. I wish you the best of luck. All right, you're good to go. All right, thank you, Mr. Pearson. Good luck with that one.
Thank
It
you.
sounds like tough. All right.